Kentucky, and we may be in the bluegrass state, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Syracuse's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on. You're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Syracuse right back at it.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep moving. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. At the 45, on its way. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. It's a draw. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Buys a little extra time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And how about this matchup we'll see today between 2 tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, 2 guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these 2 dudes can make the most plays today?
Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Snags it over the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cardinals will hustle to the line. They'll run for it on third and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Louisville! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back gets to give.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Quick release by the QB. Tackled after picking up the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Running back goes in motion. from the gun. The give, looking for room. Syracuse right back at it. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Got his man down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Cardinal. A great catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Give to the running back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
All right, they've showed this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Getting some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Syracuse right back at it.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Firing to the right, complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. The give to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And now on first down after converting with the run. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught... years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 11 over the Astronauts. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll try the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the state.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch past the sticks. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback checking the play. 3rd down play from the gun. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more
He's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over, right?
Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback will audible. Off play action. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can.
Looking deep down the right side. That catch would have given him the first down, but just a smidgen out of bounds, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They
going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking for the end zone. And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time.